So I've been thinking a lot about authenticity. Been thinking about it, been hearing about it. It is the topic of the year. That is the word for 2024. It was a lot of people's word for 2024. Yeah, raise your hand if you're one of them. It wasn't really my word, though it keeps coming around like, whoa. And I've been diving into what authenticity actually means. And when I hear people use the word authentic, be more authentic, this is my year to be authentic, authenticity. And I really think that people have different definitions of authenticity, and it's the energy of the word, the container that the word authenticity holds. Is it's it's like an evolutionary scale, you know what I mean? So authentic to somebody might be like, I'm going to show up and I'm going to dress the way I feel like I want to dress and be my personality and show up as myself, the identity, who I identify as. And, it could be like as we become more and more comfortable in our skin, we're more authentic, we show up more authentically. For some people, it's like, come on, social media and share your whole life story. So it's got different meanings for different people. And I search for meaning and my own meaning making around what the energy of authenticity is. It's this light behind my computer that's making my eyes twitch. I'll be authentically true about that. The meaning for me has become such a deeper contemplation, a deeper inner search. And not only for, well, who am I now? And what's my identity now? And how do I want to be known now? And who am I becoming? And this is so much of what I work on and coach on, and the transformational spaces I hold, and the deeper conversations that I have with my friends who are my deep sisters, my sisters and brothers, who are like on the page, we're like talking about our from the cosmic level, like our authenticity on a cosmic soul level. And these are conversations that, it's you're not going to maybe have with, I'm not going to have with everybody, but I want to share some of the things that it's brought up for me. So one kind of aligned definition, or the definition, you can't even define the word because it's so much bigger than a definition. One meaning that I can make of authenticity, or what it means for me to be authentic, is my deeper divine self. And I don't mean self-love and, my beautiful, it could be beauty. For me, like, beauty is a way to express divinity. It could be anything that is behind the meaning, is not really an identity. It's not a meaning so that's your brand, it's a meaning as, what is it to be a human on earth? What is it to be a human on earth, as earth is a planet in the cosmos? What is it to be a human being on earth, in the cosmos, in the galaxy, in the solar system, in the galaxy? What is it to be alive in this universe right now? So these are the contemplations that I've been having, and I've been finding it really challenging to trickle that down into the teachings, my business, because the business was doing something else for a while. And then I went through this transformation where I was brought to my knees in, this isn't really who I am. Like, none of this feels authentic, and there's a lot of emphasis on visibility. If you have a business and what you're selling is your services or your intellectual property, or the thing that you created, or the essence of you, your transformation, you are a healer, you are a space holder, you are a coach, whatever it is. But as we're coming into our spiritual evolution and this time on earth right now, where there's such a blurry boundary between real and not real, artificial and real and authentic. Can artificial exist in the same sentence as authentic? Authentically artificial? Authentic artificial intelligence? It's very authentic. Like, we are in a world right now where even online, we don't know what's authentic. So human beings and human relations and meaning making for young people who are coming into the world today, that this is all that they know, it's like, what's real and what's not? And then are we creating a world that is so much more disconnected and more distant from who we really are and our real human potential? Not our human potential in terms of success and in terms of mastering this 3D, which is really important, the three-dimensional world. Yes, and how do we master this three-dimensional world and ourselves as human beings in a soul and a body here in this lifetime? And so this is the contemplation that I'm in. And so for me, the meaning of authenticity has become about expressing and being wholly aligned and on an inner educational journey of my most divine self, and allowing that most divine self to be everything, to be how I show up, how I communicate, who I am. And it's the moment, it's this deep time for me of being in this inner contemplation. And I'm so grateful for all of the incredible, ways my business is flourishing anyway. So what I'm really feeling into authenticity is also not only this expression of divine, it's this expression of love. And it's also this contemplation around seeing myself. When you see somebody, or really see somebody, you've had those magical moments where you see someone and you really see them. As much as they can see themselves is as far as you get to see them too. Same with us, as much as we can really see who we are, that's as far as anyone else is going to be able to see us. And so this deep exploration of authenticity for me is around how comfortable are humans in seeing each other, in seeing themselves, in seeing the other, and holding that as we are able to do that. And we are, we have been comfortable seeing each other with our masks, with our identities, with our roles, with what we think the other person should be. And as soon as that person wants to change or evolve or grow, what happens? Not comfortable. So we want them to stay the same or think about a time where you were in this greatest evolution. Other people had to fall away because the people who wanted you to stay the same, right? They're not allowing your growth and evolution. So we need to let some relationships go. And so this is this question: what's your definition? What's your understanding? What meaning do you give or make for the energy and the energy contained in the essence of the word authenticity? It's a word. Words are boxes too that we give meaning to. So what is the meaning that you make of the energy contained in that word authenticity? And how is that showing up for you right now? Like it's 2024, this year, where it's just this word, it's everywhere. Authenticity. And I think it has a lot to do with what's happening in the cosmos right now, and what's happening because Mother Earth is evolving and we are Earth because we are Earthlings. So leave a comment. Let me know how this is landing for you. Like, what does authenticity mean to you? Have you really thought about it and allowed yourself that every time you're like, yeah, I feel authentic, that's just one layer. And then there's what's the layer underneath that? What's the layer underneath that? And so often we don't want to go to those underneath layers because it might blow up our brand. It might blow up our relationships. It might change everything we're doing. It might mean big changes has to happen. It might mean we don't really, we're not authentically aligned to the things that we were before. And those things are like everything we've been leaning on up until now, or we've invested so much time, energy, and money in those things to help us get where we are and where we think we're going. And if we actually divert attention and do a deeper dive there, then we might not know, what do you have to hang on to? What's certain? What's the future? What is this, right? We have to start over. These are just beliefs and stories and meaning that we're giving everything, and perhaps resistance. And maybe that's true, maybe that's not true. This is a little bit of a tale of my story. And sometimes it's the kind of insidious nature of it is that we don't allow ourselves to even see that that's what's happening, because the cognitive dissonance is so thick. The wall is so thick. I share that with also a deep, deep truth of mine, is that I've been going through a reality that I've been experiencing in my physical form this past year is a concussion, a mild traumatic head injury. And I had this kind of experience throughout my life, many concussions. It's like kind of a martial artist, an extreme athlete, and crazy adventurist, and have had this opportunity to experience the concussion energy a lot. And unwinding that, what's the reason for that? Why am I creating this reality, or why have I created that reality? What is it here to teach me? And I share this, and I thought about it. It's like, is being authentic actually mean I have to tell everybody what's going on in my life? No, not at all. Though I really feel like this one is big, because it's been such a can opener to the most amazing next step for me. And that for me is, oh my God, a whole other layer of authenticity. And I thought I had reached, I knew once you go into the real contemplation of the purest, authentic, divine soul that you are, and how do we literally, if we were all just walking around in that deep expression, what would planet Earth be like? What was it like when we did that? Because there was a time when that was the way it was, we were, and what are all of the multiple dimensions that we get to access in ourselves and beyond in order for us to actually be expressing this way? This is the journey that I've been on deep, deep, deep. And thank you for this sort of ebb in my flow with the experience of an injury, to navigate and heal through and transmute and see what is this all about? And wow, oh my gosh, the goods are amazing. So what is it, that's happening for you right now? It could be great, it could be challenging, it could be flow, it could be amazing. But what is the definition in the energy, contained in the word authenticity for you? And has something invited you to go deeper? Has something invited you to go deeper where the realization came that you were avoiding it, perhaps because for many reasons, maybe past lives, it could be not even very obvious why you've avoided it. And it's not always intentional either. Like most of the time it's not. We're not even aware of it. So this is why having coaches and soul guides and deep support and dear sister friends, we have these amazing humans around to guide us and to support, and especially the friends and the spaces we find ourselves in. Like, what kind of conversations are you having there? So, biggie here. Hope this lands for you. Send a comment through. This one, I really would like to hear you, engage with me here. Like, let's debunk this whole Instagram engagement nonsense, or whatever, YouTube, wherever you're listening to this, LinkedIn. And honestly, engage with this, because this is real stuff, okay? All right. I'm sending you the deepest love. We all need more love, because it is the invitation to express our divine nature, which is love. So in the divinity of love, and I see you, I want to see you. I really want to see you. And I want you to see me. So may we see each other in the authentic expression of divinity. That's who we are. And all of the business and all of the impact and the stuff. Business is life. It's one thing. We're here doing one thing. We've compartmentalized and bifurcated and all the things. What is real, though? What really is real? So in the exploration of what is real, business is the game we're playing here. It's the modality. And this is an invitation to bring the soul, bring the divine energy into the work we're doing, into the spaces, the conversations, the energy, and the leadership. This is an invitation and a clarion call to awakened leadership. I'm actually hosting a Zoom session on May 9th, embodying authenticity. That's what it's called, a clarion call for awakened leaders. So if that resonates, join me. Somewhere around here will be a link to register. It's free. And I want to have a conversation. I want to see you. So let's bring ourselves and allow ourselves to be seen.